Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I'm Kevin Kay. Thank you for joining me. The first channel that we're looking at today, our featured channel, is Life Through Our Eyes 303, who has been aggressively growing their YouTube channel for the last several weeks. As you can see, they have a video listed. Here it is. We hit 1K in 15 days. That is a wonderful accomplishment and the fastest that we've seen so far. So they're a dynamic creator. They've also started live streaming, doing something similar to what we do here at Tuber Chat, where you're able to connect and grow your channel with dedicated and loyal supporters. So I hope that you'll check them out. They also are involved in the featured channels collaboration with us, and that's a wonderful collaboration that anybody can do with any other creator. Basically, what you're doing when you feature channels on your front page is you are saying to your audience and to the YouTube algorithms that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithms that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on the YouTube algorithm and on both of your audiences. So I'm going to start welcoming some people. I know we've got a new face in the house. Kit Vlogs, thank you for coming and visiting. Hopefully you feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat today. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to, one at a time. Take your time, have fun with it. The way that we connect here is you mention somebody's name in the chat with an @ symbol if you can. Leave a single emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. Then you visit their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long, leave a meaningful, genuine comment of at least a couple of sentences long related to the content of that video. Give the creator a thumbs up always, and if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured the connection, and then they could turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So as well, we've got some familiar faces in the house. It's Unicorn. Thank you for coming back. Life Through Our Eyes 303, our featured channel, is in the chat, ready to connect with everybody. Dimitri Jones, it's wonderful to have you back again, so thank you very much. Becky Peters, it's always nice to see you. Yo, it's your boy Leo, is a wonderful supporter of us, along with It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, and they are almost always in the house. It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey has probably been in every live stream that we've done for Tuber Chat. Kristen Welton, my love, is in the house. And then I think I'm getting close to being caught up. Oakstyle is here. Thank you for coming back. In the middle of Ohio Trees, I'm happy to see you again. I know we ran into each other in another live stream the other day, so it's great to have you back here. Just Living Life, always nice to see you. April WYD is a great treat to have with us. She's a wonderfully generous creator and a previously featured channel here at Tuber Chat. April WYD does a lot of sharing and promoting other people's channels. As a matter of fact, anytime you see her anywhere, that's what she's always doing. D Turner Gaming has been with us for months and months, so thank you very much for coming back in today. And then hopefully everybody is having a good time connecting with each other and ready to grow their channels with some dedicated and loyal supporters. Zelda Master John, our featured channel from yesterday, is in the house as well. D Turner Gaming, you're working right now. You got a couple hours of work left. Well, I'm working now if you want to call it that, but I love this stuff, so you can hardly call it work. I am just Cassia. Thank you for coming back again. It's great to have you here. I'm going to start adding some names to the wheel. I do want to mention one other thing. We have another channel that I'd just like to point out. I did mention it yesterday. A fellow creator has been diagnosed with COVID-19. And unfortunately won't be able to post for a little while. They're resting and taking care of themselves. I'm going to pull their channel up here. If I can type properly for once. Angel Lives. Booty Squad, I'm glad you're here. That's a perfect opportunity for me to talk about what I'm doing right this second. I was in a live stream with Foodie Squad the other night, and she was mentioning this story here. So as you see, this latest upload from Angel Lives talks about the fact that she has been diagnosed with COVID-19. I've put this video both on my community tab on my personal channel and here with Tuber Chat, and they are resting. They make that very clear in the video, and I know they're in touch with a few other members of our community and this and that, so they're doing what they can to get better. What we're asking of everybody is, if you could, then have a visit to Angel Lives channel and just run some of her videos. She's got a few playlists and things like that. And the reason why is because we want to keep her channel active while she's not able to post, so that when she gets back to posting, she doesn't have to take a big step back like we know can happen with people. So we're wishing her all the best, and then hopefully she'll recover fully and quickly. So thank you to the Foodie Squad. That's a very generous thing that you do to mention that. And it's the reason why I'm able to say what I'm saying right now. And it's wonderful when we can promote others and help, especially when people need things. As far as I understand, Angel Lives is a very much loved and well-respected member of the community also. So it'll be great to do that for her. I will run some, I will add some names to the wheel in just a moment. Oh, I have a list that I go over that tells me how I want to add everybody. I'm going to do something different than I usually do. We're going to welcome our newcomer here. Kit Vlogs. There's a new connection for Tuber Chat. Usually what I do is I make everybody wait about 20 minutes or half an hour after they get in on the chat here and are active in the chat, meeting new friends and family members and things like that. But I can see you're already at it. So it's a pleasure to, this is the first time I'm taking a brand new channel and just putting it up first. But it's nice to see that what you've got going on here. I like your channel art. You're letting us know what you're about, the members of your channel and this and that. So since you're a new connection, I don't watch videos or live stream while I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos here. I'll take this one. I'd like to give you a few minutes of watch time. I'll take this here. Let's just make sure we can leave comments on this before I do. Anytime I see kids in a video, I want to make sure like that it's not made for kids, that the comments can be left, because that's the way we secure the connection. So I'm going to add that into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will watch that video when I go through my watch later list. And I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a genuine, meaningful comment related to the content of that video. And I will give you a thumbs up, of course. And I will subscribe to you, and in that way I will make sure that the connection sticks. One thing we always want to be doing is making sure that we're connecting the right way, and that's the procedure. It's very important to follow that. You always want to be making sure those comments are left. They must be at least a couple of sentences and genuine and meaningful. If you get caught in the held for review or spam filters, you risk losing the connection and sometimes even upsetting some of the members of the chat. So we'll always be careful of that. And then the Essence of Sonia, thanks for coming in. Thailand Obsessions, it's good to have you back. Food Fight Showdown, good to see you in the house. And I will leave a message in the chat from my personal channel occasionally in case you want to connect with me there. And I did promise I was going to start adding names to the wheel. My list hasn't kicked in yet, and I hope that it will. Something must be up. I'm going to have to do a little house cleaning here. Show you how to use Botissimo. This is one of those robots that I use. It's similar to Nightbot or Streamlabs or Stream Elements that you see in our chat all the time. You just log in with your accounts. Very simple. Cooking with Q and more. Great to see you in here. Shen Zen Zen. It's great to see you again. I will allow my permissions for Bottissimo. I like this one because of the loyalty system. This is what I use to determine. Oh, here we go. Okay, my window's not refreshing over there. Maybe I'll just do this. They have a loyalty system which lets you know how active everybody is in the chat, how many messages everybody's left, how long they've been there, and things like that. That's how I determine how to put channels on the screen. So it looks like it might start working any second now, or may have been, and I just didn't have my window refreshed. But now we do. Oh, not quite. Something is really up with this. Why is my leaderboard not working? I'm just giving it one more look here to see if it's going to start working. All right, now I think we're in business. So I'm going to start adding names to the wheel. I do this occasionally. April WYD. Basically, the way that the wheel works, typically I wait about 20 minutes or half an hour. I know I did things differently today. Once I see that you're active in the chat, meeting people and things like that, having a good time, interacting, then I add you to the wheel. The wheel's completely random. Once I spin the wheel, when your name comes up, then I, as long as you're still here, I put your channel up on the screen for everybody to see. So we've had a good look at Kit Vlogs. So thank you for coming in. I know it's your first time here, but hopefully you're going to meet some new friends and family members, and then we'll see you again. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat. We have we typically stream 4 days a week. We'll be back Sunday and Monday, and we have different times. So hopefully you've got a notification bell on so that you don't miss any of our live streams. Forgive me, anybody who's come in that I haven't welcomed. Jade and Sue, the Hoops Family Network, Cooking with Q and more. Patty Moore Show, it's great to have you back. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for coming back in. Hopefully you meet some new friends and family members today, and we really maximize the impact while you're here. This is April WYD. She's got Foodie Squad right there that we were talking about, as well as Brown Girl Bella. Terrence TZ has been here, but Brown Girl Bella is familiar to us as well. April WYD is connected to me both here and on my personal channel, but she is a wonderfully generous supporter, and I featured her not too long ago in one of the Tuber Chat episodes, and the reason why is because when you run into April, she is constantly promoting other creators. It's basically like, an all day, all night seeming thing for her. And when I see that kind of generosity, people doing for others more than they expect to have done for them, then, I can't help but want to bring some light on that and feature them. Yoga with Mo, it's wonderful to have you back in the house. And Foodie Squad, of course, that we see connected to April WYD is with us as well. I've already got them on the wheel, so we're going to have a look at their channel in a minute. Portugal Routine by Bia, thank you for coming in. I believe this is your first time here. Michael's Adventures, thank you for coming in also. Portugal Routine by Bia, hopefully you feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody that you'd like, one at a time. Take your time, have fun with it. And the way that we connect with everybody is you decide who you want to connect with in the chat one by one. Try to mention them if you can. I know on a phone it's a little more difficult. Leave a single emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. And then visit their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of sentences long. And then give the creator a thumbs up, of course, and if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured the connection, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. It's Unicorn. I just want you to be careful about self-promoting and asking. We typically... Let me just see what you're talking about here. Yeah, please don't ask. I'm just going to take that one message off. I'll take both of them off, actually. D Turner Gaming, thanks for sharing. It's Unicorn. Yeah, just please don't ask. Whenever you're in a growth stream like this, the proper etiquette is just to talk to the host, say hello, start interacting with everybody, check out their rules if they have them. I describe what I do with the wheel often. And then when your turn comes up, you'll be featured on the screen. As long as you're here interacting with people for a while, I'll certainly be happy to feature you and we'll have another look at your channel. But it is not proper etiquette to ask to be featured. It falls in the realm of self-promotion, and I don't want you to get caught in the YouTube spam filters anywhere for doing that kind of thing. Let me spin the wheel. I'll get another channel up here. I am just Cassia. Is it Cassia or Cassia? I'm assuming that it's Cassia. I know you've been here before. I just want to feature you properly when you're here. I'd love to pronounce that properly. Hope I haven't missed anybody coming in the chat. Dimitri Jones, welcome. I thought I saw another channel come in that I haven't welcomed. As long as you're active in the chat, I will certainly get to you at some point. Thank you very much, Jaden, for sharing on Reddit again. If you do have the ability to share us out anywhere, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook or Twitter or Reddit or anywhere else, we'll appreciate it, of course, because it helps more people come in and maximizes the impact for everybody. I really appreciate every moment that everybody spends with us here and all that the community has been doing to try to help Tuber Chat grow and build. I'm very grateful. We're now featured on, I think, 40 different channels front pages, which is a great start, and we've been swapping playlists with people for the purpose of watch hours and things like that as well. So it's a wonderful thing that everybody's doing for us. I'm just going to add a couple of more names to the wheel before I think about spinning it again. I am just Cassia is very well on her way towards the 2,000 subscribers that must be on her mind. I want to see if my leaderboard is going to work yet from this thing. Now it looks like we might be in business. Bautissimo was not working as well as I wish it was, but I think I've got things back to the way that I typically do things here. The second one, Cassia, you say it right. I am just Cassia. I hope that's proper. And then if you don't mind just letting me know one more time that that I'm getting that right, and I'll remember after that. Kit Vlogs we looked at. Let's get Just Living Life up there. Dimitri Jones. Foodie Squad is already on the wheel. Zelda Master John. Essence of Sonia. It's me, Wanston. Yes, honey. Shenzhen Zen. I'm going to make our moderators wait for another second. I know Wanston's up there, but I'll add Hoops Family Network, Cooking with Q and more, and Kristen after the next round here. Let's spin. We'll get another. Yes, you say it right. Good. Okay. I am just Casey. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I should mention, I don't have a lot of rules. I should probably make a few more. I thought I had a spam deterrent on with one of the robots. I'm going to have to look at that. So here's It's Me, Wanston, Yes, Honey. But whenever you're in a growth stream, just please try to keep it to 2 emojis at a time. You can use any ones that you want. I've already blocked the ones we don't want used, but try to keep it to 2. Sometimes we get excited and put a few more. But always in chats like this, it's always recommended only to use 2. Different hosts have different rules, but I try to take all the rules I learn in all the different, from all the hosts, all my friends and stuff like that, and then just keep everything tight here. And it looks like everybody's having a good time connecting and conversating and all that kind of stuff. So that's great. It's Me Wanston. Yes, Honey is a wonderful supporter of us. And as I keep saying, has probably been with us for every live stream that we've done. Now as a moderator, of course, but as a dynamic creator, and along with Yo, it's your boy Leo, does a ton of live streaming. So I try to catch Wanston almost every morning whenever is possible for me. But you'll find all kinds of dynamic content, always with positivity and optimism from It's Me Wanston. Yes, Honey. So let me spin, and I'll pull another channel up here. That's going to be a close one. We're looking at Shenzhen Zen now. This is another dynamic creator who has is willing to swap playlists with people as well. If you are willing to swap playlists with people because either you need hours or you know somebody who does, or you just want to help out, then please just say in the chat you're willing to swap playlists with people, and other creators will get back to you, and you're free to make those arrangements as you'd like. Dude Rocks, thanks for coming in again. As one of the easiest collaborations you can make with another creator is to swap playlists. Basically, you're just running a playlist for them, they're running a playlist for you. And if you have a playlist of 3 or 5 or 10 or 20 or even more hours, and you get a lot of people to run that playlist for you, first of all, your hours will really stack up, but you can start to build relationships with dedicated and loyal supporters by building a bond, by trading favors like that. Loyal Grow Show, it's great to have you back. Thank you very much for coming in. Hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members here. Dimitri Jones is willing to swap playlists. And all of our moderators do it. So anybody you see in blue, they're very much here for you, more so than even for me. But they all swap playlists, as I do as well. Occasionally, I'll leave a message in the chat from my own channel in case you want to connect with me there. Kid vlogs, you're in the need of a lot of them. That's okay. Well, that's what we're here for. That's exactly what Tuber Chat is. And then I thought I missed a message that somebody had for me. Dimitri Jones, it's Fifi777. Thank you for coming in. You slipped by me there, but thank you for coming and visiting. It's Fifi777 is another dedicated and loyal supporter, somebody who's willing to swap playlists as well. So there you go. As a matter of fact, there you go. It's Fifi777 and Dimitri Jones are going to make an arrangement there. That's wonderful. So we also have a subreddit dedicated to Tuber Chat where anybody can post their videos and hopefully get a few views and get some feedback. You can also ask for advice, look for collaborations, and celebrate milestones there as well. We're going to look at Dimitri Jones right now. And then we have a dedicated thread on that subreddit for the purpose of making playlist arrangements so that you can swap with people. So I hope that if you have Reddit, you'll check that up. And Loyal Grow Show, thanks for reminding everybody to thumbs up. Yes, if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off for a quick second. You don't lose your place, and it only takes a moment, but we will appreciate the thumbs up. Of course, it helps us too. Dimitri Jones, very close to 50 subscribers. Hopefully, we're going to get you the 2 that you need right now and then move you a little bit farther along towards your first 100. And that'll be wonderful. It's great to have you back here again. I'm really happy when I see creators maximizing their impact and returning here. We did have in my area, we live in Niagara Falls, Canada. We had some storms. Finally, I've been complaining about the heat for a while. Couple of weeks of a heat wave. And we had some heavy storms, actually flooding and everything else. Power went out earlier. It's been fine for several hours, so I expect everything to be okay. If it turns out that we lose our stream a little bit, I'm going to do everything I can to try to get it back. So just keep that in mind. I expect everything to be fine, but just for the sake of saying, am I going to pronounce that right if I say Graham Patterson? I've never seen that name before, but hello from Scotland. Wow. So thank you. We're in Canada here, but There's all kinds of people from all over the world. Of course, we change the times of our live streams so that different people can visit us and we can maximize the impact for everybody. But thank you for coming and visiting. Hopefully you feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. The best idea is always to go first. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to, one by one. Take your time with it. Have fun. The way that we connect with people is we look at a channel like Food Fight Showdown here, and you leave a single emoji next to somebody's name in the chat to let them know that you're interested in connecting with them. And then you visit their channel, watch a short video in full, which must be at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. And then you have you leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. It should be at least a couple of sentences so that it doesn't get caught in the YouTube spam filters or held for review. And then you give the creator a thumbs up always. You subscribe to them if you enjoy their content. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here. Leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured the connection, and then they could turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Kit Vlogs is halfway for hours, so that's great. Healthy Lifestyle with Steph. It's wonderful to see you again, so thank you for coming in again. And then Green Patterson, am I pronouncing that right? I'd just love to feature you properly when you're here. Food Fight Showdown has added Tuber Chat to their featured channels list, so I'm going to do the same thing for them. I was about to write myself a note, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to do it right now, and that way we can see how it's done. For those of you who haven't done this yet, on your front page, you can add some featured channels, and it's a great collaboration that you can do with other creators. What you're doing when you're featuring channels on your front page is basically saying that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are in turn saying to the YouTube algorithm and their audience that you are worthy of being featured by them. You can imagine the impact that this has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So all I'm going to do here is go to Customize Channel. Prez Journey Access, thank you. Yeah, we just met in Happy Lux today, so thank you for coming in. I think we might have seen each other before. Loyal Grow Show, thank you for mentioning that. And I am just looking to see. I haven't seen anybody ask for anything lately, so forgive me if I missed something that came through. But yes, thank you for mentioning that. Yes, we can't ask for any special treatment of any kind in these chats. It goes against YouTube's terms of service or community guidelines in relation to self-promotion, but that's okay. 99% of the time the chat here is just fine, and we don't run into any kind of trouble with that. So here's like all the creators we have on our featured channels list. You'll see there's so many. Now we go to Food Fight Showdown. We copy the URL out of the, I didn't mean to do that. Copy the URL out of the address bar. And pardon me, and I'll finish in a second. Oh, okay. I'll continue on. What we do to add this featured channel to our featured channels list, we copy the address out of the address bar. We add it into our URL field here where it's asking. Anytime you're adding your URL or sharing it anywhere on the internet, what you want to do is add this special little piece of code. It's very simple. It's a question mark with the words sub_confirmation equals 1. And what that does is it allows anybody who hasn't been to your channel before to, when they get to your channel, a window pops up that asks them if they'd like to subscribe to you. And they really have no choice but to say yes or no right that minute. So it will entice more subscriptions in case somebody otherwise might have come to your channel, started watching a video, and forgot to subscribe. That can happen too. So it's a helpful little tip. And that's all there is to do here to get your featured channels added. You want to make sure you click this shuffle button if you have more than 10. And the reason why is YouTube will only show 10 at a time. And when different people come to your page, it will randomly show a different set of 10 every time somebody goes there. So we look at our featured channels right now. I've got 10 there, and when I refresh the page, we're going to see that that changes to another 10. And then, yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting here. If there's anything that you think that I need to address in the chat, I'm available on Facebook and Twitter. Well, not Twitter. Twitter's harder to use, but Facebook and Instagram anyway, if you want to. But everything seems to be fairly okay right now. I know we've got a couple of newcomers here, and that's fine. So basically, what I try to encourage here, the best idea is always to go first. Please don't wait for people to come to you. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect. So go ahead and pick somebody and start the process with them, and they will return to you surely. USA Scratchers, thank you for coming in again. And then hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. Yeah, as far as spam goes in the chat, I have a fairly decent banned list. It's the simple one that everybody downloads, and then I've added to it. So there's a lot of things we don't want that can't be said in here anyway. And then as well, Tuber Chat's been at it long enough that most of the community knows the simple ins and outs of the etiquette of growth stream chats and things like that. So we don't really. I run things fairly loose here just because everybody seems to already know and is extremely respectful, and I'm very grateful for it. I've had the easiest time. We're on episode 37 now of Tuber Chat, and everything's been just great, so I appreciate that. So here's Foodie Squad. This is who I was talking about earlier. This is another generous creator. She is very much loved and well respected in her community, in our community, and she is connected with a lot of channels that we know here, like April WID, who we saw earlier, and Angel Lives, who is the channel we were talking about at the beginning of the stream. And then this is somebody that you'll want to connect to because, like I said, she's very much loved and well respected. She's been around for a while, as you can see, with 3,500 subscribers. There's much to be learned from her, but she's a dynamic personality, generous in the fact that she promotes others, and somebody that I think you'll enjoy knowing if you connect with her. And then once in a while, we have people who come into the chat that are just here to support and listen and hang out. And I really appreciate all the support everybody's giving as well. Yeah, Kit Vlogs, I know it's tougher on a phone to do these kind of things. Rants with Rogers, it's great to see you back again. Hopefully you can meet some new friends and family members here as well and maximize your impact while we're here. Loyal Grow Show, it's wonderful that you say that. Yes, loyalty is key. And as I put channels on the screen and you hear the stories that I tell about the different creators that have come through Tuber Chat or that I've known personally for the last many months, we start to see that there's a great community around of loyal and dedicated supporters that continue to come back and give each other all the things we need as growing YouTubers, including likes, views, thumbs up, and spending time in live streams and things like that. It's one of my favorite things to go and hang out in creators live stream that we've met through Tuber Chat and then find other members of the Tuber Chat community in there supporting. Basically, what we're looking at is to build our channels on a strong and solid foundation of dedicated and loyal supporters that will continue to come back and help your channel grow, not only over the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and eventually years. We've got a fairly busy chat today, too, so this is funny. This is fantastic. Michael's Adventures is more loyal than your shadow. Michael's Adventures is a channel that not only is dedicated and loyal in that they're here supporting Tuber Chat constantly, as well as myself personally. Michael's Adventures comes into my personal live streams as well, which I really appreciate, but also has made arrangements, and we've swapped playlists together, as well as I know he's done it with Kristen and Kira as well. Michael's Adventures is a wonderful presence in the chat that we have here all the time, and a valued member of the Tuber Chat community. Yeah, Prez Journey Access. Hopefully you're having a good time. I know we just met, but hopefully you're getting what you need out of Tuber Chat, meeting some new friends and family members. I'm going to add some more channels to the wheel before I spin again. D Turner Gaming has been connected with me for a long time, was introduced to me by the Hoops Family Network, and it's well beyond, I think, 6 months that we've been connected, probably on my personal channel as well. Here's Cooking with Q and more. Let's get the Hoops Family Network, if she's still in here. I'll just put it in. And then we will, I'll look at adding a couple more names to the wheel in a few seconds. Let me get Kristen Welton. These are all of our moderators. Kristen, of course, is my love. Kira is her daughter. But they are here more than any in Tuber Chat for hours upon hours upon hours with me, always. Working on a new Rad Rogers video coming out. That's great, Rants with Rogers. Rants with Rogers is a channel run by Matt Rogers, who's a television personality and somebody who's an unbelievably dynamic creator. He does a fantastic job on his channel with a variety of different things, but I always have a great time hanging out there. And I hope everybody will consider connecting with Rants with Rogers. Not only is he unbelievably supportive, first of all, and we do always have a good time, it seems, when we're in each other's live streams, but as well, there's much to be learned from him, both about presentation and about, basically the dynamicness of his personality, as I say. He's just fantastic. And his wife, he does a lot of work with as well, and they carry each other very well in their presentation. So it's a pleasure always to see them together, and either way to be on their live streams. So hopefully for the newcomers, and forgive me for using that term, but for the people who are newer to Tuber Chat, as I put channels on the screen and I tell these stories and I see some of my friends in the chat, you'll start to understand the loyal and dedicated supporters that are coming through here, and the community that really is building. We have basically a mentality that goes on throughout our community of creators, where we really believe that growing together is something that's not only possible, that's something that's encouraged. And you'll start to feel that more and more as you hear me keep telling these stories. This is Kristen Welton. This is my girlfriend, of course, my love. She has her own channel. She's doing her own thing. I try to interfere as little as possible, but we are constantly there for each other and trying to help each other improve and this and that. She's always with me here in Tuber Chat and supporting everything that I do as well. But she's willing to swap playlists. She does the featured channels collaboration that I keep talking about, among other things. So hopefully you'll connect with her. And she's got a lot of positivity and optimism in everything that she does as well. So the Hoops Family Network is one of the channels that I connected with about 6 months ago, along with Cooking with Q and more. And these two channels are inspirational in the creation of everything that is going on with Tuber Chat. Basically, when I met these couple of creators and they started introducing me to more and more, I started to realize there's a generous community of creators that truly want to help each other, the kind of people who give more than they expect to receive all the time. And I was drawn to that. That's the inspiration in the idea of Tuber Chat. I said there must be enough of these people that we can build an entire community around this. There are a lot of growth streams around. There's fantastic ones. I'm a member of a few on the Tuber Chat account, and they have helped Tuber Chat grow hundreds of subscribers, as well as myself personally. So we just wanted to do one as well. and have our own community intermixed with everybody else and try to better the community for everybody. So the Hoops Family Network is a dynamic creator that is generous, and as you can see, she does these shout out Saturday videos every single week, as well as she does a lot of family vlogging, product reviews, and different things like that. She is willing to run playlists, as all of our moderators are, as well as the featured channels collaboration that she does. You see myself personally and the Tuber Chat channel there. I will leave a message in the chat from my personal channel once in a while in case you want to connect with me there. And I will spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up. I'll think about adding some more channels to the wheel in another moment. This is Kira Welton, my BFF forever. This is Kristen's daughter. She is with us both all the time. She has her own channel, which she's recently started live streaming on. We're trying to plan her next live stream, probably tomorrow, where she's going to do she's been doing Minecraft. I'm not sure if she'll still do the same game or if she'll play another game, but she's also got some other dynamic content on her channel. So she's at 199 subscribers right now. So hopefully we'll get some new friends and family members for Kira right now, get her over that 200 that I know is on her mind, and make sure she's solid so she doesn't slip back under. Patty Moore Show, thank you for saying that. The wheel is something that I saw in somebody else's live stream, and forgive me because I will never be able to remember where I've seen it. I've seen it a few times after, but it was something that I added just a couple of months ago to try to add a little bit of fun and suspense to what we're doing here at Tuber Chat. Now that things are much busier than they were in the beginning, I use this to try to determine which channels I'm going to feature on the screen and talk about. So the way that I run the wheel is, once you've been here for about 20 minutes or half an hour, it's arbitrary. I don't keep a time or anything like that. If I know you've been active in the chat, meeting new friends and family members and things like that, I add you to the wheel. The wheel is completely random, but when your name comes up, then as long as you're still here, I put your channel up on the screen and we talk about it for a couple of minutes if that's what you would like. Pardon me just for a second. Something else looking after your voice when you're doing these kind of live streams. I know a lot of creators in the chat do some live streaming, and it can really take a toll on your voice after a while. Let me spin. We'll get another channel up here, and then I'll add some channels to the wheel. There's Cooking with Q and More, who I described with the Hoops Family Network. I talk about them both in tandem very often. These are the two creators that got me involved in the community that we're talking about here. I've actually been on YouTube for about 4 years, but it's Cooking with Q and More and the Hoops Family Network about 6 or 7 months ago that got me involved in this kind of, oh, there's, look. Oh, pre-party monetized celebration. I didn't even realize that you were streaming this. I probably had reset my computer and everything like that just when you did that. Oh, here we go. Monetized. Oh, you got a few things going on here. So here's Cooking with Q and More. He's got a very dynamic channel, a lot of different content going on, as well as he's got the featured channels collaboration going on. He definitely swaps playlists, as all of our moderators do. And like I was saying, these are the two channels that got me involved in the community that we're talking about here. And that was about 6 or 7 months ago, where my personal channel went way beyond the 1,000 subscribers. Now I've got about 1,400. I'm monetized in this and that. And Tuber Chat is chugging along just nicely. We got our 1,000 subscribers a little while ago, and we're heading towards monetization here as well, so that hopefully we can start to maximize everybody's impact even more. Cooking with Q and More is one of the driving forces and inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat. So hopefully you'll connect with him. And let me refresh my list over here, and I'll start adding some names to the wheel like I promised. Essence of Sonya is still there. Life Through Our Eyes 303. Did we look at your channel already? Yes, of course, because you're featured today. I wondered, why didn't I have you on the wheel? Because Life Through Our Eyes 303 is the first channel that we put up today. I Am Casey, we looked at. The Hoops Family Network, Shenzhen Zen, we looked at. Yoga with Mo, we haven't seen today. So let's get her on there. Let's get Michael's Adventures up here, and It's Fifi 777. Just Living Life is already there. Let's put the Patty Moore Show. Pete and Sue. And I will spin. And then I'll add some more names in a little bit. Metrosonic, great to see you back again. InQ's World, it's wonderful to see you. Thank you. InQ's World is a wonderful supporter, both to me personally and here at Tuber Chat. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. Just Living Life, let's get your channel up and see what you have going on for us today. Just Living Life is back with us, I think, every live stream now since she's found Tuber Chat. I know she's on our featured channels list, and she's got us there as well. She's a dynamic creator that is just past the 600 subscribers, too. So we were talking about that yesterday or the day before. And, yeah, it must have been yesterday. So hopefully we're going to push you a little bit farther. You must have 700 on your mind, and I would love it if we could give you a little bit of a boost and get you towards that goal that must be on your mind. Metrosonic, you're busy, but you're off and enjoying some time. That's great. It's wonderful to be able to do that. Hard work definitely pays off, but, you know, we all need to chill or unwind or just enjoy time doing other things once in a while. Playtime Polly, thank you for coming back in again. And then hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. Cyberlife, I don't know if I welcomed you today, so forgive me, but thank you. And thank you for your comment. I know you mentioned you left a comment on my video from yesterday, so I really appreciate that. I ended up doing a couple live streams yesterday. We talked about the glitches that have been going on with YouTube. If you found yourself losing subscribers over the last week or two, I talked about the reasons why that happens. And then we did the Tuber Chat live stream. And then I did another very quick live stream. It's less than 20 minutes long, but it talks about how to make thumbnails with Canva for free. So just in case you need a little bit of help with your thumbnails, that's something that you can use. Canva is a free tool, and I went through that relatively quickly. Several of your friends paid a visit. That's fantastic, Metrosonic. Yeah, thank you, Cyberlife, for hanging out in those. Let me spin the wheel. I'll get another channel up here. Let's see if Patty Moore Show's still here with us. So Kit Vlogs, I'll give you just a little bit of a rundown on it, but I go into great detail in this live stream that I talk about. Yeah, basically what happens is YouTube every 6 months or so ends up purging. They do it with watch hours as well as they do it with subscribers. So it's possible you could have connected with people months ago. They're not active anymore. Maybe to the point of not even logging in. But either way, if they're not watching your videos, you're not watching videos of theirs, it's possible that YouTube will purge that connection. It may not just be that. There's a lot of other things that can be done, like we talk about the procedure for connecting with everybody the right way here. John Spizzo, thanks for coming in again. And if either of the two parties doesn't follow the full procedure, it's very possible that the connection can be compromised. For instance, when your comments, when you're connecting with people here in the chat, get held for review or left in the spam folder, A lot of creators don't go to their spam folder very often, or some, I think, even at all. And the problem is if the connection isn't solid, then YouTube can purge. But anyway, that's a thought. Patty Moore Show, I am absolutely loving your channel art here. Your banner, we call it a banner, but it's channel art. And I did a tutorial on that stuff too. That one's really long, but I did another how to make a channel art banner with Canva as well on my channel if you want to check that out. But this is wonderful because I do love Star Wars. It's funny to see this stuff. Now, I don't know how many of these figurines that you've got in this image here are originals, but I am old enough to have been a child when Star Wars had first come out. I think the first movie I saw when I was old enough was The Empire Strikes Back in the theaters. But I had all kinds of Star Wars toys and stuff like this. So that's pretty nostalgic for me. But it's great what you've got going on here. Michael's Adventures looks at the spam folder every day. I'm probably on it once every 2-3 days at the latest. Try to keep up. I also did a tutorial on my channel where I talk about keeping up with the comments. I use TubeBuddy. But if you're struggling and you find that following up on people's comments is a little bit too much work, I show you how you could do it in just minutes a day or minutes at a time. Lily Urich, it's wonderful to have you back here again. So Lily Urich is well over 900, so that's great. There you go. Metrosonic saying inactivity will be the purge for those who are not watching videos. It's very possible. Now, as we grow and as we follow more and more people, it, almost is ridiculous to think that you can watch 1,000 videos a week from everybody that you're following. I believe myself and Tuber Chat both separately must be following thousands of different creators. So we, support everybody as much as we can, but there could be people who've, kind of disappeared, or people, like I said, you connected with months ago, but they may not be running their channels anymore. They may have slowed down and stuff like this. It happens to everybody all the time. So the thing about losing subscribers is we've seen it before. We've seen it before this time, and we will likely see it again. There's a lot of other glitches with notifications and things like that going on with YouTube as well all the time. So I don't want to get, I don't want to ever speak negatively. I try to stay positive and optimistic all the time. But as long as you're prepared, we all have to take 2 steps forward and occasionally take a step back. But if you keep that up, eventually you get where you're going anyway. Here we go. It's Fifi777. This is a dynamic creator who's wonderful to catch on a live stream. Kristen's been able to follow her a little bit more than me lately. But hopefully I'll catch her again very quickly. She's got some live streaming going on as well as video. So like I said, she's a dynamic creator, but she is also very much loved and well respected in the community. So you've got some great channel art here with the fact that you're letting everybody know exactly what to expect from your channel. That's great. Yeah, Metrosonic. Okay, so maybe you're not too far off from me as well. I can't even remember 100% whether I saw Star Wars, but when I go back to when that movie was actually in the theater and I think about my age at the time, for some reason I feel like I remember watching Empire Strikes Back first. I could be wrong about that. Maybe I did manage to see the other one, but I do remember the hype over The Empire Strikes Back, because as kids we're all excited for Christmas and the toys we were going to annoy everybody over and things like that. And me and my friends had a lot of the different Star Wars vehicles and things like that. A friend of mine had the Millennium Falcon. I had an X-Wing fighter and a TIE fighter. Another friend had a Darth Vader one and everything. We had between us, we had all the stuff. So we were able to play and have lots of different characters and things like that. It was wonderful. Okay, Renee, thanks for coming in. Let me see your transcript. Thank you for coming back as well. Mick, for real, thank you for coming in. I think this might be your first time here, so forgive me if I'm wrong or if you've recently changed your name, but hopefully you feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. So the best idea is please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to. Take your time with it. Have fun. Reach out one by one. And basically what we do with somebody like Zelda Master John here, who I'm going to put up on the screen now, is you leave a single emoji next to the person's name, and then that lets them know that you want to connect with them. And then you visit their channel, watch a short video in full. It must be at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithm. Then you leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences long so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then you give the creator a thumbs up always and subscribe to them if you enjoy their content. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Come back into our chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured the connection, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So, Paulette's Lifestyle, thank you for coming in as well. Yeah, everybody gets busy, Metrosonic. Everybody does. We all. That's what, you know, it's convenient for me to stream when I do for Tuber Chat. This is the reason why I'm not here on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I have too busy of a schedule and I'm not able to make it. So Tuber Chat runs 4 days a week. And, you know, if I can ever fix that and get it up to every day, then I will. But, you know, life is what it is. And that, therefore, I appreciate even more every moment that everybody spends, first of all, here at Tuber Chat and with me personally. Because as we grow and as we follow more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everyone as much as we all would like to. So I appreciate every moment that you can spend here, and hopefully we can bring some value to you and help you maximize your impact while you're here. Zelda Master John is our featured channel from yesterday. This is another dynamic creator who's willing to swap playlists with people, does the featured channels collaboration here as well, and somebody that hopefully you'll connect with. And I will think about adding some more names to the wheel after I spin one more time and get one more channel up here. Yoga with Mo. Oh, I put you on twice. That's why it's saying that. That's silly. I didn't realize Yoga with Mo was on the wheel twice. Occasionally I do that. But Yoga with Mo deserves 2 spots on the wheel. Paulette's Lifestyle. Kevin K is my personal channel. So as you can imagine, because I'm live streaming right now, I'll have to rely on you to leave a comment for me and connect with me, and then I will return to you after the live stream. But I do appreciate if you want to connect with me on my personal channel as well. And anybody, of course, is free to do that. Yoga with Mo is so close to 800 subscribers right now. It's 796. I'm sure we can get you there today with only needing 4 more connections. Yoga with Mo is very much loved and well-respected member of the community as well. And she has got a good list of featured channels here. Thankfully, she's got Tuber Chat there, as well as Vern's Junk Closet, Brown Girl Bella, who we talk about all the time as well. So you can see that she's got a great community around her. Hopefully you'll connect with her. And I did promise I was going to add some more names to the wheel, so let's get at that. Graham Patterson. Let's get you on there. Hopefully you're still here. I know it's hard for everybody to stay sometimes for the whole live stream. Press Journey Access. Basically, the way the wheel works is after about 20 minutes or half an hour, I add your name to the wheel. The wheel is completely random, but once I spin the wheel and your name comes up, if you're still here, then I put your name on I put your channel on the screen and we talk about it for a few minutes. But it's Unicorn. I'll spin. We get another channel up here. Mick, for real, great that you're having a good time connecting with people here. It's Unicorn. Here we go. Last channel that I just added to the wheel. And then I'm going to just refresh and make sure that we still got everybody here. If I put a channel on the screen and then I find out that they're gone, I just move on to the next channel because I always want to focus on people who are here. So if there's questions or something we want to talk about their channel, they can address it and this and that. It's Unicorn is well on their way towards 350. Hopefully we can get you very close today. Of course, we're back on Sunday and Monday, but the times change. So hopefully everybody's subscribed to Tuber Chat as well and has the bell on so that you don't miss our further live streams by getting notifications. Once in a while, we have this Stream Elements bot that runs through the stream, dropping messages. And the purpose is so that you can continue to maximize your impact even when we're not live streaming. We're available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and more. So when you see those messages fly by, I hope you'll have a chance. Take a moment just to read them over and just see if there's something else we can do to help you. Yes, Lily Urich, that's right, and Playtime Polly. So basically the way that the wheel works is after about 20 minutes or half an hour that you've been here, and I know you're active in the chat, meeting new friends and family members and stuff like that. It's not a timer. It's arbitrary. I just look around that time frame, 20 minutes, half an hour or so. Then I add your name to the wheel. The wheel is random, of course. But once I spin the wheel and your name comes up, as long as you're still here, I put your channel up on the screen and then we have a look and we talk about it for a couple of minutes if that's what you'd like. So I'm going to move on to the next channel right now. Kit Vlogs, it's always just Tuber Chat. So one word, Tuber Chat, and Instagram, you'll be able to connect with easily that way. Same for Facebook, our page, and for Twitter. We do have a Facebook group as well, although we've got some growing to do over there. What I would like is to have the Facebook group where everybody can post their videos like we have on Reddit as a dedicated subreddit. But Instagram and Twitter we're using right now to make our announcements and feature creators. If you want to be considered as a featured creator, the best thing you can do is sign up for the email list at tuberchat.com. It's very simple. It just sends you a confirmation. It's only me that's going to be emailing you, not more than once a week. I haven't even started yet, but soon I will start sending emails so that you can continue to nurture your relationships and maximize your impact during the week when we're not live streaming. This is Green Patterson. So this is a new connection for Tuber Chat. I'm very excited to see a few cruise ships here. A long time ago, I did work on a cruise ship for one summer, so I'm very much drawn to them. I'm anxious to see what you've got going on here. So since you're a new connection, I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to take this video here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe. And then that way I will make sure that the connection sticks, and hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well and have the bell notification on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're back tomorrow and Monday, but the times will change. And Yelcarb TV, thank you for coming back in again. I really appreciate you coming in and meeting some new friends and family members here. Let me spin the wheel and we'll pull another channel up and we'll see what they've got going on for us. Graham Patterson, my pleasure. It looks like you've got a channel that I really want to see here. Jaden Sue is with us all the time, probably every day that we stream here at Tuber Chat. This is another dynamic creator, somebody who's generous and that they share. They also have the featured channels collaboration going on here with several different channels, including Fern's Junk Closet, her other channel, VMC Show, More Eats, who we're familiar with, as well as myself, Kristen, and Kira. So Jaden is very much with us, not to mention available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. And they have recently created a Facebook group for the purpose of people swapping playlists as well. So you can look up Jaden Sue for that if you'd like to. And I will refresh my list and see if I can add another name or two onto our wheel. Michael's Adventure has been on there for a while, but it's just not, your luck's not coming up just yet. Foodie Squad, did we look at Foodie Squad? I meant to, yes, we must have, because I remember the whole speech. Patty Moore Show we looked at, didn't we? I can't be 100% sure, so I'm going to put Patty Moore Show on the wheel, and if I'm wrong, I'll just skip over it very quickly. Zelda Master John, we saw. Perez Journey Access is there. Playtime Polly, let's get you on the wheel. Pen Tapping King, thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time here. I'll describe the wheel in a quick second, but hopefully you feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. The best idea is always to go first. Take your time, have fun with it. The way that we connect here is you pick somebody out of the chat that you want to connect with, leave a single emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you want to connect, and then head to their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithm, and then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences long so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters and risk losing the connection. Then give them a thumbs up and subscribe to them if you enjoy their content, and then come back into the chat here, leave a double emoji next to their name to let them know you've secured the connection, and then they could turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Lily Urich, that's no problem. Oh, the Chit Chat Queen, you slipped in there too. Thank you for coming in and visiting. Hopefully you meet some new friends and family members here. So Pen Tapping King, I did promise I was going to say how the wheel works as well. So basically what we do is I'll spin the wheel right now. After you've been here about half an hour, 20 minutes or half an hour, and it's arbitrary. I don't keep a timer. I just like keep an eye on the chat. And I know you've been active and meeting new friends and family members, connecting with people in the chat, then I add your name to the wheel. The wheel's completely random, of course. Once I spin the wheel and your name comes up, then I put your channel up on the screen and we talk about it for a couple of minutes if that's what you would like. So Playtime Polly hasn't been here for a while, but I'm glad that you're back. We're having another look at your channel today. That's wonderful, colorful channel art that you got going on. You're at 286 subscribers, which means you must have 300 on your mind. I'm hoping that we can push you a little bit farther today, get you the friends and family members you must be looking for so that we can push you a little bit closer to that goal of 300. And then I'm glad to see everybody connecting and having a good time in the chat. Just living life. I agree. I hope everybody is crushing their goals, including yourself. Just having a quick look in case there's any messages that I need to address while we're streaming here. I think everything's under control. 290 Playtime Polly. Oh, okay, so you got a few more than we're seeing on the screen here, which is great. Hopefully we will push you a little bit farther and get you closer to what you're looking for here. So I'm going to spin the wheel and we'll pull another... Aniela Carp TV. Oh, sorry. Am I pronouncing that? Yeah, okay. Aniela Carp TV. Yeah, I will put your name on the wheel in probably another couple of moments. I'll add some names to the wheel as soon as I get to Michael's Adventures here, who's coming up right now. Michael's Adventures, like I keep saying, is a dynamic creator who is very much involved in the YouTube community and somebody who is... collaborating with us in many different ways, including swapping playlists for watch time hours, as well has been gracious in adding Tuber Chat to their featured channels list, which we have returned. If you have featured Tuber Chat or my personal channel, Kevin K, on your front page as a featured channel, please let me know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that on both channels. And I will leave a message in the chat occasionally from my own channel in case anybody wants to connect with me there. I did promise I was going to add a couple more names, so I will get to that right now. Just scanning my list to see who I can add to the wheel right now. I did put Playtime Polly. We just looked at them. Lily Urick needs to go on the wheel. I didn't add you yet. I have a lot of trouble clicking on my computer here for some reason. Is Metrosonic still in the house? Mick for Real's been here a little while. Okay, there you are, Mick for Real, yes. Is K Renee still in the house too? K Renee's a previously featured channel for Tuber Chat and a dynamic creator, somebody who I'd love to have up on the screen as well. Let me spin, I'll put another channel up, and then I'll figure out what's happening here. I got a frozen window in my computer. The Essence of Sonia. I wonder if you're still here. I'll put the Essence of Sonia up on the screen. She was featured last week. Oh. I have to type that one. Playtime Polly. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I might just happen to show you on the wheel or show you on the screen just at the time that you're out connecting with another creator, but that's okay. The truth of the matter is, so the Essence of Sonia is here, so thank you. So anybody that wants to connect with her, she's a dynamic creator who I featured, I believe, last Monday. And there's Tuber Chat on her featured channels list. This is a wonderful collaboration that anybody can do. Yesterday, we went over a tutorial of how to do it, as well as today, where Kay Renee is here as well, so that's fantastic. I'm going to add you to the wheel. And Yellow Carp TV will probably be our next ad. I'll just add it right now. The featured channels collaboration basically just says when you have channels featured here, you are saying to your audience and the YouTube algorithm that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are saying to their audiences and the YouTube algorithm that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm, not to mention the impact that Michael's Adventures dinner must be having. If you just said you're almost finished grilling, that must be something else. That's something that I don't do enough of, but I couldn't have done today because we had these storms out here and this and that. But hopefully you enjoy the meal that you're making while you're doing that grilling. And then, yeah, let me spin and I'll get another channel up on the screen for now. Hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting, meeting some new friends and family members. Oh, here we go. So, and Yellow Carp TV. I can't remember. I know you've been here, but I can't remember if we've put you on the screen before. Maybe not. If you can't, forgive me if I'm wrong. If you came into, I'm sure you've been at Tuber Chat before, but maybe you just came in quickly and it wasn't long enough for me to add you to the wheel. So, and Yellow Carp TV has well over 900 subscribers, so that's fantastic. Since you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, I'm not going to watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I will do is take one of your latest videos, and I'd like to give you a few minutes of watch time if I can. I'll take this here, 9:53, added to my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment of at least a couple of sentences to that video. I will give you a thumbs up for sure, and I will subscribe. In that way, we'll make sure that the connection sticks, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have the bell notifications on so that you don't miss any of our further live streams. We're back tomorrow and on Monday, but the times change. Pardon me. Let me spin, get another channel up. Mick for Real. Let's get you up on the wheel. and see what you have got going on for us today. Mick for Real is another new connection for Tuber Chat. So this is a relatively new channel as well with 65 subscribers. Hopefully we could push you a little bit farther today, get you some new friends and family members so that you can get a little bit closer to the 100 that must be on your mind. Since you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, the same speech applies. I am not going to subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. But what I will do is take your latest video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will watch that video in full. When I go through my watch later list, I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this video. And I'm interested to see, because I'm interested in Google Glass and what happened with that. I will leave you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I will make sure that the subscription sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have the notification bell on so that you don't miss our further live streams. We're back tomorrow and on Monday, but the times will change. And Zelda Master John, thank you for reminding everybody. Yes, please, if you have the ability to share us out in any way, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, or anywhere else, we'll appreciate it. And please don't forget the thumbs up. I know if you're on a phone, you got to cut the chat for a quick second. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, but I will appreciate any thumbs up that everybody does give. Here's K Renee. This is another previously featured channel from Tuber Chat, somebody who's a dynamic creator, has a lot of content, including live streaming, and then does the featured channels list. And I know she's willing to swap playlists with people as well. At almost 1,500 subscribers, hopefully we can push her a little bit farther and get her closer to that 2,000 that must be on her mind, in the horizon for her. And then Kit Vlogs, yep. Hopefully everybody's connecting the right way. I try to go over the procedure many different times during the live stream so that we're reminding everybody and making sure that those connections stick. What we're looking for are loyal and dedicated supporters who will continue and come back to support your channel with all the things that we need as growing YouTubers, including likes, comments, thumbs up, and all that kind of good stuff. Not only in the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and eventually years. So I'm just looking through my list to see if I can add any channels to the wheel. Prez Journey Access is still there. Lily Urich is still on the wheel. Patty Moore Show, Cyberlife. Oh, Becky Peters. Oh, did you leave and come back? I wonder why I don't have you on the wheel yet. You must have left and come back. Okay, let me spin for now, and then we'll see about adding a couple more names to the wheel afterwards. Lily Urich, there, I was just saying your name. Let's have a look and see what you got going on for us today. You've been with us before. Have you been in a Tuber Chat live stream before? Forgive me for not remembering. Maybe you were here. For some reason, I feel like I don't recognize your channel art. Maybe we connected recently and this is your first live stream, or am I wrong about that? Please forgive me if I'm wrong. We're on episode 37 now. So Tuber Chat's getting quite busy. And I'm happy to see all the different channels that are coming in and all the different dynamic creators that we have as well. You got over 900 subscribers, and you're actually well on your way towards that 1,000. So hopefully we can push you a little bit farther today and get you some new friends and family members. Sister Diva, thank you for coming in. Becky Peters, my pleasure. Forgive me for taking a few days. Sometimes when we leave a live stream on Monday, I'm not in a rush to go through my watch later list. Sometimes it takes me a couple of days, but I always come through when I tell everybody I'm gonna at least go through the watch later list to make sure I connect properly. But it's a pleasure to see your channel. You got some dynamic content, and I'm looking forward to seeing if you're going to do more music or what you're going to do. Oh, it's been a while, Lily Eric. That's what the story is. Okay, well, I'm glad you're back. It looks like you've got some seriously dynamic content here. So this is great. There we are. Okay, so yeah, we connected a month ago. So that's fine. Oh, there you go. How I gained 350 subscribers. That's a great video for everybody to see. And then it's good to see you're active on TikTok as well there. Okay, so let me whip another channel up on the screen. G Free, it's always wonderful to see you. Thank you for coming in. G Free is another generous creator who shares for others and stuff like that. Jaden, we could talk about swapping playlists if you want after the live stream. Prez Journey Access is going to come up on the screen right now. And then I'll think about adding a few more names. Here's Prez Journey Access. There we go. So we just connected, but it's good to have you back again. I wonder if you're still here with us right now, or if you have, you might be gone actually. Okay, maybe what I should do is move on to the next channel quickly and add a couple familiar faces here. G Free, Becky Peters. Having just the littlest bit of a hard time copying and pasting today. Let's spin so we get a channel that's here up, and I'll put Sister Diva Diva there. Okay, G Free. If we can get your channel up here pretty quickly. There you are, right at the top. When we go to channels, there's G Free. This is another creator that's very much loved and well respected in the community. Somebody who you see often in many different live streams, including here at Tuber Chat. Great to see CyberLife still there. I don't know why the wheel's not coming to you just yet. Kit Vlogs is willing to swap playlists, which is great to know. And then all of our moderators are willing to swap playlists, including myself. If you want to connect with me on my personal channel, of course, and then as well, I'm available either with Tuber Chat or myself at Facebook or Instagram. We can make those arrangements. Tuber Chat needs watch hours just like everybody else. We've got our 1,000 subscribers now, but we do need watch hours, so we're willing to swap, of course. But we will permanently be willing to swap playlists even after we're monetized, as I do on my personal channel. I got monetized a couple weeks ago, but I still run playlists for people and swap. It can still help even when you're monetized. As you can imagine, somebody running a playlist for you is going to hit a few advertisements and give you a few cents there, so it always helps. Not to mention it helps the watch time of each video, so pumps up your averages for how long people are watching each video when you get a few people running your playlist and they're running the entire video at a time. Let me spin the wheel. I'll get another channel up on the screen. Patty Moore Show. I don't think you're still here because it's been quite a while. Yeah, Patty Moore Show's gone. Let's spin again. G Free, always nice to see you. Becky Peters, let's get you up on the screen now. Increasing watch hours, Lily Urich. So there's a couple things that are important. Of course, my best advice always is put out a quality piece of content every week. You got to get your organic watch time as well. But one of the things you can do is swap playlists with other creators like we're talking about. They're just going to run a playlist for you. You're going to run a playlist for them. You want your playlist to be done in a certain way. So you want all your pre-recorded videos together in one playlist. And if I was you, I would name it All of Lily Urich. And then when you can imagine if you get more people running those playlists, first of all, it helps your watch hours because they're running the entire thing. The other thing is you're actually building a little relationship with different creators because you have this little bond. You've traded favors, and these people will start to come back and support you more so than anybody else. One of the reasons is because you've done something for them. And we all, human nature takes over all of us. You're always going to have to be willing to do more for others than you ever expect to receive to get what you want out of YouTube. But if you could do that and be okay with it, you'll get more than you ever wanted when you first got here anyway. So swapping playlists is one of the best ideas. My suggestion is to do it with as many creators as you possibly can. Most people have playlists that are less than 24 hours. So you could literally schedule out 7 playlists a week, and either every morning or every evening, especially if you got an extra phone or something like that, you can start running a playlist for somebody. Kristen and I are lucky to have multiple devices. Along with Kira, we are running multiple playlists at all times. We have many accounts so that they're all being run legitimately, but we all do it. All our moderators do it. So that's the best advice that I have for you. It's the relationships that really help, because when those creators keep coming back to your channel and watching your videos, again and again, that's going to give you organic watch time, not just what we're doing to try to speed things up. So let me spin the wheel. Cyberlife and Sister Diva for now. Justin Mello, thank you for coming in. Hopefully you have a good time here and feel welcome, meeting new friends and family members. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect. Simply reach out to creators one at a time. Take your time, have fun with it. The way that we do that is you pick a creator that you want to connect with, leave a single emoji next to their name here in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. And then you visit their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long, leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and that comment should be at least a couple of sentences long. And once you've done that, you give the creator a thumbs up always, and if you enjoy their content, then you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here, leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured the connection, and then they could turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So trying to reach the 4,000 watch time. Yeah, Lily Urich, we're all fighting our battle to try to get that 4,000. But if you want to swap with me, I'm willing to do that as well. Our moderators are willing to do it. There's lots of people in the house. Michael's Adventures, Kit Vlogs, lots of other creators are willing to swap. It's Fifi777, of course, is making arrangements right now for that. So there's lots of creators willing to do it. And even if I hope you go into other growth streams when we're not here so that you can continue to grow when you have time. But in Tuber Chat, we will always have a lot of creators willing to swap playlists. And I will push for you as much as you would like whenever you're here. So you can always just remind me anytime you come into Tuber Chat, and I'll make sure that we push so that you can get some people to swap playlists with you. So is Sister Diva still here? She tends to come in and out. Let's see. Oh, Paulette's Lifestyle, you're here. I didn't put you on the wheel because I thought you were gone. Let's spin. And we'll choose between the two of you for now, and then we'll see what's going to happen after that. Cyberlife, yeah, sometimes Georgia Bulldogs has sat there for entire live streams waiting before. I know that's your situation today, but at least we got you up. Cyberlife's been with us for quite a while now. Yeah, Kit Vlogs, some creators require proof, some don't bother. I can tell you that I got monetized a couple of weeks ago, and I'm now well past 5,000 hours and this and that. One of the reasons for that is because I just don't bother. once, with Tuber Chat here, Food Fight Showdown will be willing to swap playlists soon. When you hear me telling the stories about the different creators here in Tuber Chat, what happens is you find that you can really pick out a lot of the generous creators and the people who are willing to connect with you and things like that, the people who are willing to swap playlists. I tend to not bother with the proof unless somebody really wants it. Really only takes a second to take a screenshot of some red lines and this and that. But I haven't heard a lot of stories around here of people like cheating and stuff like that. I figure this, I'm going to run a playlist for somebody anyway. If they're going to cheat and only, if they're going to take the time to fake and send me proof that says that they watched something they didn't watch, I don't really know what to tell them anyway. So it really doesn't matter. And the truth is, if you're doing that kind of thing, you always have to be willing to give much more than you ever expect to receive. But as long as you're willing to do that, you're going to get there anyway. Swapping playlists is the one thing we can do to really speed it up. So Paulette's Lifestyle is here, and she's got 834, so she's getting very close. I tell people all the time now that I've been through it twice. I manage other channels for other people as well. That's what I'm doing here on YouTube. I've been on for a few years doing that. Tuber Chat is mine, and I have my personal channel as well. But when we look at getting our 1,000 subscribers, what I describe to people is once you hit 500, you start to have this feeling of, I'm going to get there someday. 600 is like, wow, this is really happening. 700 is where you're really getting anxious because you're like, oh my God, I can almost taste it. And at 800, you're like, it's only minutes away, and so I wish for that for everybody. If that's what you want, if you want to have 1,000 subscribers, I wish for you to have 1,000. If you want 100,000, I hope we can push you towards that as well. I want everybody to get what they want out of YouTube because we can all grow together. And as we all grow, all we're doing, it doesn't, like when you get subscribers, you're not taking away from anybody else. All we're doing is expanding the pool of subscribers. And when we bring more people onto the platform, we end up being able to share with everybody. And if we want to, we all get paid for that. Kristen is actually moving pretty quick too. She will likely have her 1,000 by the end of this month, probably much sooner than that. Everybody will get there, I promise. If you just put out one quality piece of content every week, and it's not for anybody else to decide what quality is, it's up to you. You put that out every week, you stay consistent, and you do the things you're supposed to do to improve as much as you can all the time, and you just don't quit, you will get there, I promise. It happens for everybody. All we can do is try to speed it up with the things we're doing around here. So is there Justin Mello? Let's get you on the wheel. Let me see your transcript. I haven't put you up today, have I? Oh, you're going to go? Okay. Okay, let me see your transcript. Might be leaving right this second. That's okay. I'm just going to see if Sister Diva is still here. And if there's any other channels that I haven't added. Sister Diva is not here. She comes in and out. That's fine. Justin Mello, we might get you up. I just want to see if there's anybody that I haven't put on the screen yet. Yeah, I think I got to everybody. So we'll spin just for fun. Justin Mello's going to come up. Is there any questions anybody has about like the technical aspects of YouTube or anything that's been going on that I might be able to help with, or at least we can discuss? That's great, Kid Vlogs. Yeah, we're back tomorrow and on Monday. The times change. We typically stream 4 days a week, almost always, unless I have a family engagement or something like that. We're on episode 37 right now, which is great, Justin Mello. So you got a dynamic channel. Look at you, 4,000, almost 5,000 subscribers already. So you're doing fantastic here. That's great. You've got a lot of channels on your featured channels list, including one of my favorite creators, Switnessy, is here. So that's wonderful. You're obviously available on a few different platforms here, including Twitch. That's great. You're a new connection for Tuber Chat. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I will do is take one of your latest videos, And you don't need really watch time for me, so I'll just take your latest video, Patio Lanterns here. That's a Canadian track from Kim Mitchell. So I'll take that added into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream, I will go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of sentences. And I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. Hopefully, you're subscribed to us here at Tuber Chat as well, so that and you have the bell on so that you don't miss our further live streams. We're back tomorrow and Monday, but the times change. So we've got watch everything on that playlist link drop. Oh, Michael's Adventures. Thank you for Tuber Chat. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, you've already seen everything because we already swapped. I just put that on there today again. I took it off. I put it on. I took it off, put it on. But it's because sometimes people will come through, but they like what you're doing. And Tuber Chat is big enough now that we've got people that really like what we're doing here and this and that. It's very possible somebody will just run a playlist, you know, and not even worry about swapping, especially people who are already monetized. I'm always going to be willing to swap, but if somebody's willing to do it, why not take it, right? Oh, CyberLife is going to have 800 any second now. If anybody hasn't connected with CyberLife, which we just looked at, I hope that you'll connect with them so that they can hit their 800 right now. They only need two more subscribers. Zelda Master John has a question. How to do tags. Everyone has a way of doing it. Do some stuff wrong. Sometimes it works. So I happen to use TubeBuddy, but I also use another tool called rapidtags.io. Why don't I show it to you? TubeBuddy is linked in the description of every video that I do, of course, because they have an affiliate program and this and that. But I do use it. I pay for the first level of Pro. With that, you don't have to because you can start using it for free. Some of what we do with tags is just common sense. You start off with what you know already. Oh, Crazies? Is that how I should pronounce that? Crazies, thank you for coming in. Yo, 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 yourself as well. Hopefully you feel welcome here. We've got a lot of dynamic creators in the chat that are willing to connect with you. Everybody wants to connect. So feel free to reach out to anybody in the chat that you'd like. Take your time, have fun with it. Hopefully we can get you to the 200 that you're looking at right now. You're almost there. So this is rapidtags.io, and I just put in use tools for free. And then, so let's say Legend of Zelda for Zelda Master John. I just put Zelda in there, and I hit the button, and pretty soon, you know, a perfect run of a bunch of tags. Now, some of these you might not want to take, like the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is brand new, like, so, or, you know, new enough that people would want to see that Zelda Breath of the Wild. So it's not doing too bad. But then you've got like 100 Zelda mods. I don't know if you want that. I don't know if you want this, like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 with the colon and all that. So what I would do is use a tool like this, especially if you're in a rush. Put the first few tags in by common sense, things you're using in your title, things you know that people will be searching for that will help, and then fill it in with a tool like this. And this may inspire you, this or TubeBuddy, something like that may inspire you to think about tags for your videos that you hadn't already thought of. So this is a tool that I use when I'm really in a rush, but I also use that TubeBuddy that I talk about all the time. Crazies, we're going to have a look at your channel. Sometimes I use this wheel. Oh, and that Blue Moon. Thank you for coming in. We're all actually here to grow our channel. So thank you for coming and visiting. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect with you. I'll describe the process. Basically, if you want to connect with anybody, you'd simply reach out to one creator at a time in the chat. Leave a single emoji next to their name in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. And then visit their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences long. and then give the creator a thumbs up and subscribe to them if you enjoy their content. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here and then give a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured the connection, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Yeah, so I'm going to put your channel up in a second there, That Blue Moon, so that we can connect. Since Crazies is a brand new connection for Tuber Chat, and the same will go for That Blue Moon. Basically, what happens is I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I will do is I will take one of your videos. I need something a little bit shorter than an hour. I'm hoping I can find. I'd love to give you some watch time, but I got to do it only by minutes. Let's take your longest video that's under an hour. I'm going to have to take this here. It's only a 3-minute one, but I'll add it into my watch later. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a meaningful comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of sentences. I will give you a thumbs up for sure, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. We always want to be doing it the right way. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now, and you've got our bell on so that you don't miss our further live streams. We'll be back tomorrow and Monday, but the times change. And let me just hang on. For those of you who don't already know, Kristen Welton, who's in the chat, is my girlfriend, my love, of course. She's a moderator for us, and she's always in here with us. B-Hop Nation TV, it's great to see you again. Thank you for coming in. So it's easy for me because she could just walk in the room and let me know if she's got a thought. So I'm going to put That Blue Moon up on the screen, and then we're going to take care of something here that Kristen is suggesting. I'm going to show everybody how to make a playlist that you can use to swap with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours. That Blue Moon. Let me put quotes around your name and see if I can find you easily. If I have to, I will go to my go-to channel extension. That Blue Moon, is this you? Georgia Bulldogs, back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Crazies, I'm going to have to go back. But the thumbnails looked good from what I saw. I didn't really inspect them or anything like that. I know they're very bright and colorful because they're obviously like screenshots of gameplay, right? If I'm right about that. And then That Blue Moon, yes, this is your channel. So, I didn't mean to subscribe. Usually I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. I did that by mistake, but it's okay. We'll leave it. So with 71 subscribers, hopefully we're going to get you closer to that 100. What I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos here, and I'd love to give you a little bit of watch time, but I'm going to aim for something around 10 minutes. I love GTA, so we'll take this. Safe to watch later. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch your video in full. I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this Grand Theft Auto video, and then I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will make sure that that subscription sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We are back tomorrow and Monday, but the times will change. So we're going to go over something quick right now. So Georgia Bulldogs in the house. They're making a video right now. Cyber Life is in the house. They've been with us many different times. They're here. They've got one more subscriber left to hit their 800. So I hope somebody will connect with CyberLife right now and get them the 800 that I know is on their mind. They actually need a few more just to make sure that if a couple of those connections purge, they stay above that 800. So that's what we wish for. The Nail Princess, thanks for coming in. Forgive me for not being sure. Is this your first time with Tuber Chat, or have you been here before? I hope you'll excuse me if you have, and I forget that. Here's the Nail Princess. I know you're a new connection for Tuber Chat. So this is a brand new channel with 26 subscribers, but what we're going to do, I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. So what I will do is take your latest video, add it into my watch later list. What this will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this video, and I will give you a thumbs up for sure, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. We always want to be doing it the right way. And hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're back tomorrow and Monday, but the times change. hopefully you feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody is willing to connect with you. So basically the way that we do that is just reach out to anybody that you like in the chat one by one. Leave a single emoji next to their name in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect. And then visit their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. Give the creator a thumbs up. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured the connection, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So right now I'm going to do something. Let's go into our YouTube studio. There's lots of different ways to do this, but since we all should be looking at our YouTube studio, I'll do it this way. We'll go to playlists. I'll get rid of my other window because I don't need it now. And I don't need this playlist anymore either, so I'm just going to wipe this out. This is what I did for a creator that didn't have a playlist so that I could run for them. But I don't need it anymore because that was just literally just for them. Let's go back to where we were, YouTube Studio. Michael's Adventures, I appreciate every moment that you spend. Whatever it takes to maximize your own impact, I hope that you'll do. If watching a replay allows you to connect with a few people that you missed, I would love if that's the case, but I certainly don't expect you to spend any more time than you can. But I do appreciate every moment that you spend and the help that you give me as well. So here we go. Let's go to playlists again. And what we're going to do is here, new playlist. I'm going to create a playlist. I'm going to call this test playlist, but you might call this all of, and in my case, I will put Tuber Chat, but you might name it all of your channel, something like that, so that everybody knows what playlist you want run. We're all kind of using this naming convention. I click create. Now I go into my settings, which is these three dots here, and I want add videos. Now I go to your YouTube videos, and I just start clicking. Now, you want to be creating a playlist that has pre-recorded videos with no live streams for the purpose of people running. Tuber Chat only has live streams, so I really don't have a choice but to make it like this. You add every single video that you have pre-recorded into this playlist. I missed a number there. Oh no, that's a video. That's actually, I do have two videos. We've got our commercials, our trailer and another commercial. Here's our test and there's the other. So I add all the videos and I think the page will refresh itself. I should go through the process of doing this on a phone as well. So there's our playlist. And then what we will do as well, our playlist is ready to go. Let's go to our channel, and I'm going to show you how to add it to the front page. Because one of the easiest things you can do is you could say to people when they ask, like, do you want to swap playlists? You can say, yes, I'm going to use the playlist that's called All of Tuber Chat at the bottom of my front page, obviously for your channel. So here we go. We go on Customize Front Page, and it's the old school way of looking at it, which I'm sure they'll update. We go to Add a Section. Now, what I want here, there's lots of different things that you can add, but I want a single playlist, and I'm going to leave it in a horizontal row. I'm going to choose from my playlists instead of a playlist URL, because you can add other people's playlists, or if you have another channel, you might want to add it. And I'm going to find my playlist. I want this one that I just made. Click Done, and there it is. And then you can move it up or down on the page if you want to. And that's all there is to it. Now, when I click my channel, you don't have to click save, it automatically saves. When I click my channel and go down to the bottom of the front page, you'll see that that playlist has been added the way we are all used to seeing. The only other thing that I might recommend, you don't want to put any premieres in there or something that has not yet run, like these live streams. Like I already said, we don't want to have live streams in those playlists, but you also don't want premieres. You don't want unlisted videos. Unlisted is not so bad, but you don't want private. So all the public pre-recorded videos that you have go into that playlist. If you put something you shouldn't put in there, even a video for another creator, there's a chance that your playlist will pause when the creator's trying to watch it. And you can imagine it can be frustrating and somebody might just stop. You don't want that. So playlist with only your videos, no live streams, only your videos, no other creators and stuff like that. And that's how you add it to the front of the page of your YouTube channel if you'd like to. And then that's all we need for that. Let's see who else is with us still here. BHop Nation TV is a great friend of ours and a very much loved and well-respected channel in their community. So let's look at BHop Nation TV. I like your new icon. BHop Nation TV has a lot of dynamic content here. You got some new thumbnails happening too here and this and that. So BHop Nation TV is connected very much to Aunt Maddie TV. BHop Nation TV is also somebody who is motivational and inspirational. I have them connected on Instagram, and I am very lucky to receive a message every day to start my day with some positivity based on BHop Nation TV. So I hope you'll consider connecting with them. They're, like I said, a very much well-respected and loved creator in our community. And I will take a look at another channel here. Here is Georgia Bulldogs, who's with us for every live stream and very generous in that they share for us all the time. Georgia Bulldogs, sometimes a little bit tougher to find because they're still growing their channel, but here they are right here. If you use the go-to channel extension for Chrome, that was invented and published by the guys at Swap Meet Shops, luckily for free. That's very generous of them. You can get to channels a little bit easier. That Blue Moon, no problem. Hopefully that helps. If anybody wants to go back, we've already done the featured channels collaboration as well as how to make a playlist, so you can just watch the replay and catch that. I've done a couple of other, I do a lot of tutorials on my personal channel as well if you want to connect with me there. Georgia Bulldogs is a, oh, the wheel's gone already because we're at the end of the live stream now, Georgia Bulldogs. I had it on for the first hour and a half or so, but we caught up and I've got into that little tutorial there. So now I just put you up as Save the Best for Last channel for today. So Georgia Bulldogs is generous in that they have the featured channels collaboration. They're willing to swap playlists with anybody. That Blue Moon, thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate you saying that. I appreciate all the time you spend here. Hopefully you've got what you were looking for out of Tuber Chat today. Met some new friends and family members and got a few relationships started so that you can maximize your impact even when we're not live streaming. And I hope we'll see you again. Past Life Explorer is here. That's another channel that's with us all the time. I like to point this out, but Georgia Bulldogs made a specific video just for Tuber Chat. It's basically a 3-minute commercial testimonial for us, which we've now been inspired to add to our front page. And then let me get Past Life Explorer up here. We'll have a look at their channel. Oh, you changed your icon. Past Life Explorer is a very dynamic creator that has a lot of entertaining content. Obviously, somebody willing to swap playlists. You can see we've done that by the red lines here. And Us Never Them, I'll put your channel up in a quick second as well. The wheel is already done for today. We're going to be back tomorrow and Monday, but the times will change. So hopefully everybody's got their bells on, or you can go to our front page and get notified about the individual live streams. And then Michael's Adventures, thank you very much. I appreciate your kind words saying, you know, that the streams are getting better. I hope so. We're getting busier, that's for sure. You know, I keep stats and I try to stay on top of it. I hope everybody likes what we're doing. Things will change. I want Tuber Chat to become what everybody wants it to become. over the course of a long time. Of course, it's going to always be a growth stream, but I expect to start adding some clear, concise tutorials as videos here, not my long-winded speeches that we all love and cherish so much, but something that you can come back to even when we're not live streaming and be reminded about how to do some simple things. How's your about part on your channel? Past Life Explorer. If this is what you're talking about, the about page. So this is good because the way you've written it is human. When I write things, I tend to sound like a textbook. It's something that I struggle with, and I have to learn to be more fun. But you've done a great job here. The only thing I might do is if you want to have a look at a couple other creators, especially descriptions. I tend to make my descriptions very beefy, and then as well I add some of that stuff to the about section. I'm going to have to go over a look of both that and my personal channel to see what I've been missing lately. If there's more that I can add. The only other thing is I would add more links. So if you have other ways of being contacted, you want to be found by people, anybody looking for you want to be found easily. So if you want to add things like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter there, I find that really helps a lot. People know where to look for it. It shows up here on your channel art and then as well here. I noticed that you've changed that too. So you've got abandoned places and weekly videos. While we're nitpicking, forgive me, I just want to say you want to look at your banner. It might be within the restrictions, but I have a feeling that your words might be extending outside of the restrictions. That thing that I must have showed from YouTube before. I'm going to have a look at us, never, them, after as well also. Let me, I got to remember where this is. YouTube channel art template. We tend to call it a banner, but it's actually called channel art on YouTube. And then this here. So YouTube gives you this exact thing. See how this rectangle that I'm looking at has a very dark area? So when you're designing your channel art, you want to make sure that all your important information stays within this area. And the reason why is because when we look at our banner or channel art on a phone or a tablet in different portrait and landscape modes, as long as all your information is here, you should be able to see it on every device. So you see what I mean? I'm not sure if your stuff here looks like it might be just barely stretching over the edge. It's not the end of the world. People could still read it. But if you had to just lower your fonts a little bit or move them to the left slightly to get inside that marker, then it might help. But forgive me, I'm just nitpicking because we're talking about it and whatever. If that's what you're talking about. Shattered Soul, thank you for coming in. Welcome to Tuber Chat. I think this is your first time here, so forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody is willing to connect with you, so please don't be shy. The best idea is always to reach out to creators and go first. It's a fairly simple process here, but we like to make sure we do it in the right way. All that entails is reach out to creators one by one, take your time with it and have fun. Pick one creator at a time. Leave a single emoji next to their name here in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. And then visit their channel, watch a short video in full. It should be at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithm. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences long so that you don't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoy their content, which I have to say, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then come back into the chat here. Leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured the connection. And then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Hope I said all that right. Suzuki Vlog official channel. I think we've seen you before, so thank you for coming back in. And then, like I said, the best idea, please don't wait for anybody. Go ahead and reach out to other creators. It's always best to go first. Everybody wants to connect. We're all here for the same thing. And That Blue Moon, I appreciate you saying that. Hopefully we'll see you back again. I tend to stream 4 times a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We'll be back tomorrow on Monday, of course, but the times are changing. So this is Us Never Them. It's another creator that's dynamic, happens to have a great connection with Kristen, my love, of course, in our chat here, one of our moderators, my girlfriend, as swap playlists, as well as they continuously support each other. And we've been lucky to hang out in a couple of their live streams and things like that as well. So I hope you'll consider connecting with them. B-Hop Nation TV, thank you very much. I hope I can catch you again. You know, as we grow, it becomes harder to support everybody as much as we all might like, but I really appreciate you and Aunt Maddie TV and everything that you guys do and everybody in your community as well. So it's always a good time when I hang out with you, and hopefully it'll be sooner than later. That Blue Moon, let me just get a link for them. Viviana Martika Loquendo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And the Zeophobic 73 channel, thank you for coming back. Viviana, it must be your first time here at Tuber Chat. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. This is That Blue Moon. Let me get a link, and I'll put it in the chat for us here. As channels grow, sometimes when they have really good names like this or popular names, it can be hard to find them. We don't drop a lot of links in the chat here, but we do it when we need to. So hopefully it sounds like I got your name right, Viviana. Please don't be shy. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. So just reach out to any creators that you would like to, one by one. The way that we do it here is you just mention a creator's name in the chat, leave a single emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. And then you visit their channel and watch a short video in full. It must be at least a minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. And then leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. And give the creator a thumbs up, and then subscribe to them if you enjoy their content. And then come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you have secured the connection, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream here, Viviana. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I'd like to give you a few minutes of watch time if I can find something here. I will add this into my watch later. All your videos are short, so I'm just going to take this one here, add it into my watch later. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, and I will subscribe to you. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're back tomorrow and Monday, but the times will change. And then hopefully in the meantime, you're meeting some new friends and family members. And then let's have a look at the Dude Rocks. MAH Videos, thank you for coming in. So MAH Videos, hopefully you feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators that want to connect. The only thing is please don't ask for anything. Whenever you're in a growth stream similar to this, it's always best never to ask the host to feature you or anything like that. Every host has their own rules and their own way of doing things, so they'll probably get to you eventually. I will put your channel up in a minute, but you never want to ask because that's against YouTube's terms of service and community guidelines for self-promotion. So it's just something to think about. No big deal. Let me get the Dude Rocks up here. Shattered Soul, thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I haven't already welcomed you. Life with Triple T, thanks for coming in. Let's get the Dude Rocks up here. This is a friend of ours, a dynamic creator, and somebody who is back with us on Tuber Chat very often. I still have yet to see 6 hours ago. I'm going to have a look at this live stream. I'm assuming you've got your new slides in there. I'm just anxious to see what you've done there. And then hopefully everybody is connecting. So for some of the people who are newer to Tuber Chat, if it's your first time here, then basically what we do, you just leave a single emoji next to somebody's name if you want to connect with them. Visit their channel, watch a short video in full, leave a meaningful comment, give them a thumbs up. If you enjoy their content, you subscribe. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here, leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know you've secured the connection, and they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So I'm going to leave the Dude Rocks up here for a second and get you to excuse me while I step away just for a quick moment. Okay, thank you everybody very much for that. Forgive me. I just needed to step away for a quick second. So we got a few new channels here. MAH videos. Okay, let's just make sure everybody's still here, because sometimes when I always want to be positive, optimistic. I always want to be friendly, but I know that sometimes when we're rushing, some of the things that we say when we're live streaming as hosts may come off a little bit harsh, and I don't wish for that, but it's certainly a possibility. So I just want to make sure that everybody's still here. Let's get MAH videos and put your channel up on the screen and have a look at what you've got going on for us today. And then we'll look at a couple others that we have. This is not the right channel. Let me put a channel filter on here and see if I can find you easily. Let me put quotes and see if it makes it easier. I'm going to switch the channel again. Now when we look, is it this channel here? I don't know if that, yeah, this is it. I want to make sure I get the right channel. This one might be a little bit difficult for everybody, so let me drop a link for you. I don't do a lot of links here. But I will do it if it's necessary, of course. So this is MAH Videos. Thank you. You're a new connection for Tuber Chat. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I will give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this video, let you know what I think about these chicken tikka rolls, and then I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe, and in that way I will make sure that the connection sticks, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're back tomorrow and on Monday, but the times change. With 199 subscribers, I hope you can meet a couple of new friends and family members here today. Get your 200 that must be on your mind, and then solidify it so that you don't slip back under. Let's look at our next channel here. We have got Shattered Soul, and I will get to Life with Triple T as well in a moment. Shattered Soul is also a new connection, so the same speech applies. So forgive me for rushing through it, but I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. I appreciate you coming and checking out Tuber Chat. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos here. I'd love to find something a little bit longer so that I can give you a few minutes of watch time if you've got anything. Most of your videos are very short, I see. Let's see what I can find here. This 141 might have to be the one. I'll take this video, add it into my watch later list. What this will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch your video in full. I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I will make sure that the subscription sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well. We're back tomorrow and Monday, but the times will change. That Blue Moon, thank you very much. And then I did say that I was going to get to Life with Triple T. And I got another channel to look at right after this. Forgive me, because I know I'm rushing through these channels a little bit. We're running a little longer than I thought Tuber Chat might go today. So you got 2,000 subscribers, so you're doing just fine, which is great. I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream, so the same speech applies here. But what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. Typically, I look for something under 10 minutes, but long enough. I'll take this. I will add it into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave you a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. And I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe. And then that way I will make sure that the subscription sticks, because we always want to be doing it the right way. Daniel, live forever. Thank you for coming in. And then I wanted to get the Zeophobic 73 channel. You've been with us before, and so I want to have a look at what you've got going on for us today. Zeophobic 73 channel. Now, I don't know why we're not already connected. Is it possible that you came in and weren't here long enough for me to have put you on the wheel, and then maybe you left? I think that was even just yesterday. If not, it was last week. But maybe that's the thing, because I don't usually put channels up unless they've been here for at least half an hour, but that's okay. I wanted to see what you got going on. So since you're also a new connection for Tuber Chat, what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, add it into my watch later list, and then the same speech will apply. I will go through my watch later list after the live stream today. I will watch your video in full, leave a meaningful comment. I will give you a thumbs up. And then I will subscribe and make sure that the subscription sticks by doing it the right way. I'll take this video here, 5 minutes, add it into my watch later list, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well. You've already got memberships, which is fantastic. That's great. So you've got so much content here, though, which is fantastic. Your hours must be like not even close. You must have got your hours before you even got your subscribers. That's great. Shattered Soul, one of the things we want to do is make sure we're never asking for anything. So you please don't ask anybody to join your page or watch your channel or go through your videos or any of that stuff, because that can be considered self-promotion from the YouTube terms of service and community guidelines. It may be against that kind of stuff. So we don't ask ever. Proper etiquette in any of these growth streams is always just to meet everybody, individually connect with each other, and then hopefully you can start building relationships. But what we do, the best idea is always to go first. Don't wait for anybody to come to you, and certainly don't ask for anything, but reach out to other people. What I always say is if you're willing to give much more than you ever expect to receive on YouTube, you will end up getting more than you ever wanted in the first place. But the truth is you must be willing to give more than you expect to receive. So it's no big deal for now, but please just keep that in mind, because when you go in other growth streams, they're going to think the same way. You want to make sure that you are not asking for promotion. Daniel, live forever. Let's have a look at what you've got going on here as well. Daniel Live Forever has been with us before or recently connected with me. When did we connect? Why do I feel like I recognize this? Maybe it's longer than I think. Why don't we have any red lines around here? Maybe we connected a while ago. So at 740 subscribers, you're well on your way towards the 800, which is a great place to be. And hopefully we can push you a little bit farther today and get you a few more friends and family members. We always want to be connecting the right way too, of course, right? You must follow the full procedure. Otherwise, you risk losing the connection. We've already seen some major purging from YouTube over the last couple of weeks where people are losing lots of subscribers. It's not necessarily for bad behavior or sub for sub or anything like that. YouTube purges once in a while, and it takes out what they think are invalid connections. We've seen a lot of it lately, but that's something that always continues. So you must follow the procedure. Watch a video in full, must be at least a minute long. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment of at least a couple of sentences so that it doesn't get caught in the YouTube spam filters or held for review. You can lose the connection if that happens. And then give the creator a thumbs up always to solidify it. And if you enjoy their content, which I have to say, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into the chat here and let everybody know that you have connected. Yeah, Life with Triple T. That I did a live stream yesterday on my personal channel. I'll leave a message in the chat in case you want to connect with my personal channel as well. I did a live stream yesterday where I went over the reasons why this happens and kind of what you can do about it. It's not really in our control, but as long as you're always doing things the right way for yourself, you can minimize the impact when YouTube does these purges. We've seen it before. We will see it again. But I know a lot of people were pretty disappointed over the last week to 2 weeks over a lot of subscribers being lost. It turns out often, my personal channel is just, so I'm a professional channel manager. I run channels for other people, but a while back I started my own channel as well before Tuber Chat, and I put a variety of different things on there. Really, I use it to experiment and teach. So there's some tutorials on there. There's some live streaming. Sometimes I do things with my family, and sometimes I just make videos for the fun of it. But that's all that is if you wanted to connect with me there. But we see a lot of this kind of activity from YouTube where things change. They do a lot of this purging and stuff. And like I said, we've seen it before. We will see it again. But a little bit of everybody kind of helping each other out and guiding each other takes a bit of the edge off when we get upset. You are constantly doing a 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing with YouTube, but it never really stops. As long as you're putting out at least one as long as you're putting out one quality piece of content every week, and it's not up to me to decide what quality is, it's up to you, then if you never quit and you just keep doing that, eventually you're going to get everything that we're all looking for anyway. We can speed things up a little bit by doing things like swapping playlists and connecting with each other and grow streams like this one here. As an example of some of this purging, what happened. And I should just mention, everybody, if you want to just do me a favor, just keep it to 2 emojis or less, please. For the most part, that's okay. It's no big deal, but just to mention it. Yesterday, Kristen and I woke up in the morning, and I wanted to show her something on my community tab, and we found that she was not subscribed to me. Now, that's ridiculous. Kristen and I have been dating for almost 5 years now. So the idea that she would not be subscribed to me is obviously a glitch. So there's a combination of a few things that have been going on with YouTube over the last 2 weeks, and this is a perfect example of it. Okay, so thank you, everybody, for visiting Tuber Chat. For those of you who are newer, I hope you'll subscribe and keep the bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're back tomorrow and Monday, but the times change. We typically stream 4 days a week. Jade and Sue, thank you for coming in again. We're not doing anything extra now. That's the end of today's episode number 37 of Tuber Chat. We're back tomorrow, and the time changes, so hopefully everybody keeps aware of that. As we grow and as we follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every moment that you've spent with me here at Tuber Chat, and I hope that we have been able to find you a little bit more in the line of friends and family members, and maybe some collaborations and stuff like that. So thank you very much, everybody, and hopefully